Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Before we get started on our project today, I just want to say that, Christine, your mail came back to me. Believe it or not, it says that they could not mail it because there's no mail receptacle. Do you see that? So, in other words, you don't have a mailbox. Well, I've mailed to you before, and I do know you have a mailbox. So, at 84 cents a stamp, I can't just get another envelope and stick it in the mail with another stamp until I hear from you and know for sure that, maybe something happened. Maybe your mailbox got knocked over, or I don't know. But Christine, if you're watching, please just message me through Etsy and let me know it's good to go, and I will try again. So it just never stops, guys. It's just my Angel Dream Crafts Kim lace is held up at the post office. Nobody knows why. It's just it's sitting in customs waiting for the okay to go. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here to have some fun. So this is what we're making. It's really kind of vintage, but yours doesn't have to look vintage. I like that. So here we have some Collage Page, and it is an envelope. You can open it up, and there you've got your index card. You don't have to do all of this inking if you don't like that. I was in the mood to do something vintage, and I'll show you why at the end of the video. I'll show you how I got in the mood. But anyway, so if you have been following me, you've seen me using the labels, decorating the labels, and so I did. They were sitting here, I wanted to use them. Then I was cleaning up, came in to found some of my tape. So that is really how this little project came to life. So what you're gonna need is something to make a mess on, and I like this heavy bag, and I'm thinking what I might do is let's split this bag open, because I'm not gonna have time to dry it, or maybe we'll just do one side and won't worry about it. So I have a very old book, and I have an old book page here that I wanted to use. I had some collage paper. You can use a napkin if you don't have any collage paper. You can use the white ply of a napkin, or the printed side of a napkin. You can use tissue paper. If you've got any kind of tissue paper, that's gonna work. So don't worry if you don't run out and buy collage paper. So the first thing that we're gonna do on this, and I had broken the bottle of my collage Page, and that is what is in here. This is all I have left of Collage Page. You can use Mod Podge. You use whatever it is that you have, but I've got the Collage Page, so that's what I'm going to be using. And we are going to put this down like this, and you're going to give it a good coat. This is one of those books where the pages literally are crumbling. So you need to find, if you've got books or any kind of paper. I've also got beautiful music paper that as soon as I go to put a fold in it, it just falls apart. So you want to try to find something you can do to use that, because it's so beautiful. You don't want to throw it out. But usually a Mod Podge, Collage Page project works really well for that. So I don't have any wrinkles. I got lucky. I put that on. I'm going to put a coat on top of this, and then I am going to turn it over when it dries. That's the part you're not going to see, because I did an extra one yesterday. And so we're going to move on. I'm not going to put you through the drying process or having to listen to that heat tool. So this is what I would do. I would let this dry, I would turn it over, and I would do the same thing on the other side. And then, once you do that, let's close this up because this is all I have of this. And let me protect that with a wet one until I can wash it off. We'll wrap it up in a wet towel. So, well, we will if I can get the wet towel out. That is the plan, but I'm down to, I believe, the last few, and so getting one out. Can you believe this is a struggle? Shouldn't be. This month, I cannot wait until August, guys, because this has just been a rough month. Okay, it's been a busy month. Allie leaves next week. So it's been a rough month all around. So I'm just going to take and wrap this up so that it stays wet and that doesn't dry and just become one of those issues where I have to throw out the brush. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and just like magic, this is what we would have. So that is what I did to this. This is the other side. I did the same thing to the other side. And I didn't want to waste this. This isn't enough for me to bother with, so I folded it over. Then we're going to take a piece of throwaway paper, and we're going to take our ink. And I'm going to do this one just very lightly because I don't know, maybe the recipient doesn't really care for vintage or that older look. So we're just going to give it some color. And you can see right here where I did have some wrinkles, what that does. I really like that. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing on the back. And I'm not going to ink the sides. Again, for the same reason, maybe the recipient of this wouldn't like it. So I think that's good. And I'm going to take the index card and just very lightly, so it's just not so bright, just go over it. And I'm not going to do the ends of this either for the same reason. Okay, then we don't need that right now. We need to figure out where we're going to do our folds. So what I'm going to do is take this, and that's what we're going to do, is fold to make our envelope. And I think we're good right there. So let's do that and give a little burnish like that. And then we're going to glue our index card down. Simple project, but a fun project. So I really, really hope y'all enjoy this make. If you like to give out Happy Mail, you can just put as much or as little as you like in here. Fill her up, stick her in an envelope, and off she goes. Okay. So there's our fold. I'm going to come as close to the fold as I can. And then we're going to put this down. And I'm going to try to make her even. She's not even. She's not straight, is she? Even's not the word. Now, if you wanted to, you could take this to the machine. You could stitch this up. This is when you would do that. Because you don't want to do it this way, you will lose your... You will stitch this closed, you will lose your ability to open her up. So now, I look at this and I like it, but it is very plain. So I'm going to take some washi tape, and I had this script, and I liked it. So I'm going to take this washi tape, and you don't have to do this. I just wanted a little something else, so I did. And then when you flip it down, yeah, this will be upside down, but that's okay. You can take a pattern if you would prefer, but it just gives you a little something else to look at. And then I wanted to kind of decorate the front, so we're going to pull this flap down and give it a little burnish. And I don't believe I washi taped it. No, I didn't. So you're good to go like this. If you're happy with this, that's fine. But I wanted a little something. We had done the labels, and so I wanted to put something else on here. So I pulled this aside, and let's see, without dipping into the ink, let's see if we've got enough on this brush to tone her down a little bit. Okay, and I think we will kind of follow what I did before. So we're going to place this here. And then I found some owl stickers. You know, it's amazing what you can find when you start cleaning. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, it's amazing what you find. So you can decorate this or not decorate it, however you want to do it. But I think let's just spread some of the love of these labels. And I've got these cool stickers. So I think, I apologize, I have no idea, guys, where I got these stickers. I think I've had them for a while. They're rough. They're not smooth. Well, here you go. Your Creative Studio. So I've had these for a long time. I don't think your Creative Studios is any longer doing the boxes. They're still in business, but I don't think they're doing the boxes. Then I came across these dots, and I thought, well, why not? We have the dots, so let's use the dots. I like to work in odds. I just think it looks better. So I think we'll do this. Just a textural thing, and also just a little something to look at. And then on the, we need to find something if I am going to, I put something there. When you open this up, this is really plain. So I thought, let's go ahead and put, how did I do it on this one? Yeah, I went all the way across with the washi tape. So maybe I took the washi all the way. So let's do this like that. And then we'll put this like that. That works. You can see that's perforated. I kind of thought about not doing it so that if you had this, you could detach the perforation, because that's kind of cool, but I thought, nah, it doesn't matter. I like this. Just a little something else to look at, and I don't believe I did anything else. Put a little bit of that handmade tape. So I'm going to show you the tape. I am thinking, and if you know, please let me know. I am thinking when you make this tape, you shouldn't make a lot, because I am having a real issue getting this tape off of this wax paper. And I do believe that we made this last year, so it's been around a while. I'll show you what I mean. Yep, of course, I want to show you what I mean, and then it just peels right off. but usually it takes a big chunk of the wax paper with it. And I'm thinking, if you're not going to use a lot of this, then only make a strip or two at a time, because I had to throw some out because I could not detach it no matter what I did. And I felt bad, but see, this is exactly the issue I'm having, is it pulls the wax paper up with it. It doesn't want to come apart. And so I was thinking that you should just make a little at a time as you need it or as you're going to use it, because yeah, there is no way to get that off. It's not going to come for me. So I think we're going to do this, and I'm going to hope, I don't know that that's going to stay down. But if you're the recipient of this, just go ahead and put some glue on it. It's just cool looking. I really like it. And I think I'll go with, instead of finding a label, because I put everything away, let's put a little bit of this at the top and see. Yeah, see what happens. And there just isn't any way really to get this off, and I don't want to mess with it. So it's become an issue, and I believe it's an issue from just time. Let's see if we can get some off of here. It's starting to pull. So yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. So if you've had any of this happen to you, let me know. And let me know if there's anything that you can do or that you have done to find. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. You're just going to go and have to glue it, but you don't get the same look because you've got that wax paper back here. And unless you want to sit and play with it, guys, this is what you're going to get. Let's see if I can peel some of this off. Yeah. So that is the trouble I've been having, and I don't really care for it. So I don't want to sit here and play with it. I probably could take some, maybe, if I took water to it, I could get it off, but then it's not going to stick. So you're just going to have to, I would just recommend make a strip or two, and then no more than that if it's going to sit. If you're going to use it, then make it. But yeah, because it just ends up sticking and you've got an issue. So that's kind of cool. I wonder, I might, let's see if I've got a ticket. If I've got something, a stamp. This might be too big. Let's see what I've got. See if I have some kind of stamp. Let's check this out and see what we've got. That's too big. These tend to be smaller. Will this work? That'll work. It's a little bit big. I think I like this one. Let's see, is this a little bit smaller? I think I can cut that. Boy, it doesn't show up though. Everything might be. Ooh, here's one that goes to the side. Let's use that. That'll work. Yep, that's good. So, put this away. Going to lunch with Allie today. So I wanted to get this video going because sometimes if I wait, I get distracted, and then you end up getting a video on Saturday, which is totally fine, but that's not what I wanted today. So I think that is crooked. Can I fix it? Come on, Charlotte. There we go. Crooked. Boy, by the time I'm done, this is never going to stick. Might need some glue, but I think that looks good. And then I do believe, yeah, let's put a tab. So what do we have? We could, ooh, I like that. Do I like this one better? Let's use this. And then if the recipient wants, they can add a dangle to this. That would be super cute. So never forget about your dangles. You could add a piece of lace to this. You could add just about anything to this that would be cute. So we're going to do that. And I think we'll add another dot up here just to kind of bring it together. But you can see this is a cute make with a note, the ability to add a note, and also add a charm. You can add, yeah, I knew this was, I have lifted this up too many times, so we will glue her down. And sometimes with the Mod Podge or the Collage Podge, things might pop up a little bit. If they do, just get your glue out. And you might have to hold it for a second, but let's put a dot. Let's put a dot right here. And a couple little dots, kind of spread it around. And there's a sweet make that is just cute. You can decorate the back if you want more. More is always good, but look at how cute that is. Somebody gets this in the mail, they open it up, and it's got ephemera and a cute, cute note. Yeah, just a nice make. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed this. Now, we've got a giveaway. And those of you waiting for mail, I'm so sorry. It is sitting here, guys. I really, really apologize, but I mean, there's no excuses. I have just been crazy with Allie going, with the kids going back to school, with the irrigations. Nobody cares, okay? I know that. Nobody cares. So I promise you, I mean, Monday, everything will be gone. So we've got these makes. So let's give them away. Okay. And we're getting down, which is always good. Christine, I hope I hear from you. Just let me know everything is fine. I'm sure it was the post office. All right, Tammy Winkler. Miss Tammy, this is coming to you. And then I do have a little make that we're going to be working on next week. So I'm going to show you that. I did the cover. And then I decided, let's put it together. Okay, Annette DePete, this is coming to you. If y'all have pets, that'll be good because this is a pet paper that is just adorable. And how about Shell B. Okay, Shell. I know Shell's got a dog, so that's wonderful. All right. In the mail, I promise you, promise you, promise you. And then we've got these cute makes, and then I want to show you what I did. So my friend Dana had given me a bunch of these swatches, and they were all hand done. And you could see on the back, it was just like regular neutral fabric, but you could see the lines, of course, going through. And then I got a hold of a card book. I took all the cards out of it, playing cards. This was one of the larger playing cards that you can pick up at the dollar store. And I thought, I can't throw that box away. So let's make a cute little journal. I am going to put this in my shop. And so I went and I covered it, and I took a one of the metal pieces, I believe this is Tim Holtz, and I stamped the word perfection and attached it to here, and then covered it with cardstock. So this is going to be something I think that we'll work on next week together and get that done. But I just wanted to say thank you everyone for all your support. I still have not finished the journals, the lavender themed journals for next month, so I haven't even started on September's. I know what I want the theme to be. I don't want to advertise it just in case I end up having to change my mind, but yeah, that's kind of, this month is just not been, it's not been a good one. It's just been super busy. You know, like I lost one of my friends, and it was the month my mother passed away, and then, you know, life just started happening. So anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Enjoy your summer. Enjoy every day that you get up. Just smile and craft and do what makes you happy. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.